Made in China, Tesla Model 3 increases range to 394 miles as Giga Shanghai expands with an amazing plan. Tesla Giga Shanghai's performance Model 3 received an NEDC, which stands for New European Driving Cycle, NEDC range of 635 kilometers or about 394 miles of range. Tesla China has already submitted its application to produce the Made in China Model 3 performance, also along with the Long Range all-wheel drive variant, to China's Ministry of Industry and Information Technology. Tesla in the meantime continues to improve its Giga Shanghai and plans to add 3 more industrial X-ray defection system. According to the documents, it is expected that the preparation for the building for this will begin in June and will be commissioned in September. I'm going to tell you all about this in this report, friends. Welcome back, dear friends. This is Armen Harayan from torquenews.com. Please consider subscribing to our channel before we get started for more Tesla daily news, and ring the bell to be notified when I upload our next story later today. Tesla Giga Shanghai's performance Model 3 received an NEDC range of 635 km or about 394 miles. Tesla China has already submitted its application, like I said, to produce the Made in China Model 3 performance along with the Long Range all-wheel drive variant to China's Ministry of Industry and Information Technology. It stands for MIIT. Now, Giga Shanghai's performance Model 3 might be a force to reckon with, since it received an impressive NEDC range of 394 miles. Take note that the battery pack in Tesla's Made in China Model 3 performance presumably still runs on a 75 kilowatt-hour battery pack. In comparison, Tesla Fremont factory's Model 3 performance received an EPA range of 299 miles, which is 481 kilometers. However, NEDC and EPA range estimations are hard to convert and even harder to explain. If tested under EPA standards, Giga Shanghai's performance Model 3 might still rack up an impressive range, albeit slightly lower than the one it receives from the NEDC. The Made in China Model 3 performance's wheels could be one factor. It received an NEDC range of 394 miles. Giga Shanghai's performance variants come with 19 power sports wheel known as Gemini wheels in the United States. The contract's Tesla Fremont factory's performance Model 3 comes with 20-inch gray performance wheels. So do you think the difference of wheels make the difference of range? Could be. Either way, however, Tesla China's performance Model 3 might make a big splash once it enters the market, and that may happen before the end of the year. Tesla China submitted its application to produce the Model 3 performance and long-range rear-wheel drive variants earlier this year. As stated in previous Tesmanian report, the performance variant may be equipped with a 137 or 202 kilowatt motor and weight about 4,047 pounds. China's MIIT approved production for the Model 3 long-range rail-wheel drive in March, and Giga Shanghai started deliveries in mid-May, 2 weeks ahead of the schedule. Demand for long-range rear-wheel drive appears to be strong and might help boost Tesla's Q2 2020 deliveries. In fact, we're expecting some surprising results from Tesla's Q2 despite the factory shutdowns. If you are interested in that, you can see my Saturdays and Fridays reports last Fridays about how we may be and why may be surprised by these results. Now, given the timetable of the MIIT's production approval for the Made in China Model 3 long-range rear-wheel drive, and when Giga Shanghai started deliveries of the variant, the performance Model 3 could be out in time for Q4 2020. That's when it will come. We're expecting this performance Model 3 Made in China to be available in Q4 of 2020. The performance Model 3 might do what the fourth quarter, what the long range might do for the fourth quarter, what the long-range rail-wheel drive is expected to do in Tesla's second quarter for this year. I think we're expecting Tesla second quarter results sometimes next week. But in the meantime, Tesla continues to improve its Giga Shanghai and plans to add 3 more industrial X-ray defection systems. According to the documents, it is expected that the preparation for the building for this will begin in June and will be commissioned in September. Kelvin Rang, Twitter, reported that he had identified the location of the new building, which will contain 2 more X-ray machines. Generally, to strengthen quality control of Giga Shanghai products, Tesla invested 12 million yuan to add 3 new metal probing X-ray machines, which will be used to identify defects and inspect auto parts. The project is being built in the existing area of Gigafactory 3 after completion of the casting shop in the lower part of the building and the motor workshop in the casting workshop of the lower part of the building. 2 inspection rooms will be created. A new set of industrial X-ray defection system was added to each of them. Equipment will also be installed in the motor workshop for an industrial X-ray CT system. According to Tesla's report, the project should begin in June this year with a construction period of 3 months and is expected to be put into operation in September of this year. Investments in environmental protection amount to 600,000 yuan, which is 5% of the total investment in the project. To increase the level of localization of the supply chain as early as possible, Giga Shanghai decided to build a new project to improve the production process of parts and add new production processes such as power batteries, electric drive assemblies, and casting with the integration of the lower part of the body at the existing plant. At the moment, continuous construction work is ongoing at Giga Shanghai. The new production building for the assembly of the Model Y electric crossover, as well as several small auxiliary buildings around, are developing rapidly, and Tesla is installing production equipment. According to Jason Young, YouTube, the new plant has entered the final stage, and its upper part is now protected from rain, and soon the outer wall should be completely closed. He also noted that the number of trucks transporting equipment has recently increased significantly. So the reason I mentioned rain is because right now in China it's the summer rainy season, that there are lots of rains, so it's good that the upper part is already protected from rain, and also it's good that the number of trucks transporting equipment has recently increased significantly. In the meantime, friends, parking lots for Made in China Model 3s once are almost empty. In the last days of the second quarter, all manufactured cars are actively delivered to customers and delivery centers. One interesting new addition to the Made in China Model 3 factory was a stamping workshop. Based on the orientation of Giga Shanghai, the stamping workshop seems to be at the end of the Model 3 factory before the battery pack assembly facility. There is a bridge connecting it to the Model Y factory. Tesla China has not confirmed the purpose of any of the new buildings yet. However, if Wuwa Vision is correct about the stamping workshop, Wuwa, if you know, is the famous YouTuber, also with Jason Young separately sending information about Tesla Giga Shanghai. So if Wuwa Vision is correct about the stamping workshop, it could mean that Tesla China might use the OL 6100 CS for the Made in China Model 3 as well. The move would make sense for Tesla. The Model 3 and Model Y share 70% to 75% of their components, and using the Giga process could be a way to reduce production costs for Tesla and improve the quality of both cars. Another new building can be found right next to Giga Shanghai's battery facility. Tesla features its battery module and pack factory in its Q1 2020 update. Next to the battery facility, construction is in progress. Next to the battery facility, construction is in progress on a building that Wuwa Vision claimed was an automotive motor workshop. Giga Shanghai's ongoing construction on an automotive motor workshop tells us that Tesla is indeed working on localizing its supply chain to improve its gross margin, as Tesla CFO Zachary Kirkhorn forecasted in the Q1 2020 earnings call. This is important for Tesla to localize its supply chain, because that will help to cut the costs. And in addition to this, if they cut the cost of the battery with the million-mile battery, which has a cost of less than $100 per kilowatt hour, I think Tesla will, even in the future, substantially reduce the cost of made in China Model 3 even more, and make it more available, more affordable to the general population who wants to adapt to electric cars. Friends, let me know what you think about this development, and are you excited that Tesla made in China Tesla Model 3 is getting 394 miles on the new European driving cycle estimate? I think this is very excellent thing, and I think in the next few years we may see average electric cars having at least 400 miles of range per single charge. Let me know what you think about this, and this is Armen Haryyan from TorqueNews.com. Please subscribe to our channel, ring the notification bell to be notified when I upload my next Tesla story later today, and I'll see you in our next report. Take good care of each other and your families. God bless you everyone, and see you soon.